fragging capabilities, what they're going to pull out.
Why ZQK? Fur, I completely agree with. He's been on fire all season, but why ZQK?
He's the opper. He's the number
one
opper
on this
on this
map
run.
Caters to him, or like I mean, yes, he's had breakout games in the season, but like I find him he's not always the top fragger with the op. He's just consistent with it. You just think this map he can go nuts.
Not necessarily the map. I don't think there's going to be anyone to really contest him. To be quite honest with you, I think he's just going to explode with that gun. You just watch, Sadicus. You write down that I said that right now. I'm calling it. ZQK, big match.
All right. I will lay this banana beside me on it. That's all I can think of betting. I will mail you this banana in a Ziploc, not baggy. Actually, you know what? I'll go baggy. You're not even worth the plastic case, the 4-cent plastic case.
Just make sure it's green when you mail it so it's yellow by the time it gets here.
Mm-hmm. Guess we'll find out. Might be brown. That opens up for a lot of trolling. I'm going to leave that one alone.
Good lord.
But pistol, underway, Keydstars, CT side, they won the knife. And they are actually going to get aggressive on mouseSpaz's side. They're already pushing past them. And down the stairs, Imsta's going to open things up. It's Fur that goes down, so the top fragger for Keystars is already out of it. Fallen, though, quick peek kind Zex, and into the water they go. They've got no control down there. That was the problem, because that early aggression they got with that pick, they didn't really capitalize on it by rotating back through, so this slows them down, but now they want to charge on to A, and they are just getting a late rotation coming over from Bolt. ZQK is already low on HP. He has to play passive. Bomb's going to go down as a result, as Demise will find the Opper, who on the pistol round can do nothing, as Paulie finds Bolts, who got one before that, but that's all he's got. It is a 3-on-2 post plant right now. Keydstars have to go for a pretty desperate retake again. It's Fallen and Steel to do it. Flash does go out all the way through the site, catches Paulie, but he's got the positioning to just play for post plant, even though Fallen's found Demise. Paulie's in a great spot. Steel tries to contest him, and when he gets that, Fallen's going to be in a world of hurt right now. He's only got 23 HP, and no one's peeking. They're playing this perfectly on mouseSpaz's side, and that's going to do it.
Yeah, very aggressive pistol round by mouseSpaz. They just went for it everywhere they went. They got some good kills, some good openings, some good trades as well. ZQK guarding that A bomb site from far back. He was forced into bank because he got gooshed immediately, so that's going to be the pistol round for mouseSpaz. We didn't mention this really. We were talking all about how good Keydstars look on this map. In their last 3 matches, they're 1 and 2. So that first loss to Cloud9 really kind of, I think I said it in that match. It's like in Rocky 4 when the Russian gets cut and you all of a sudden realize he's human, and Rocky just kind of beats him up after that. I think watching them lose was a huge confidence boost to the rest of the North American teams.
Yeah, I think I actually agree with that. And I think to the entire North American community in general, which sometimes can actually sway the minds and beliefs of the North American as a whole. I mean, if a lot of people are bandwagoning the fact that these guys are gods, it plays in the mind of some of the inexperienced pro players. Top guys aren't necessarily going to listen to that, but some of the newer people are still really involved in the community in that sense. So it was an eye-opener. It made a lot more people aware that these guys aren't invincible. And Zek, he does open up. ZQK down again. Is Fur responding, though. He pops back out, hugging the wall, that tight angle, and makes it work to his favor as Demise comes back over, though. He won't give him much more at all, and that's going to give mouseSpaz the man advantage. But Demise goes down to 10 HP, so this is still a decent situation for Keydstars to be in. Steel's also super aggressive right now on the water side. He's trying to get as much information as possible. The problem is they are actually coming that way. And interestingly enough, Bolts is rotating, so Fallen, I think, saw them fall off the playground spot.
That or Steel heard him, but yeah, this is definitely they're definitely have a great read on this. All 3 players there. Fallen's in the balcony with that scout. He's gonna flash for his team. Here it comes. Imsa could get completely blind, and Bolts is gonna swing out. That's gonna cause a TK. He falls back with a flashbang. He's got a chance. This is Demise with low HP if he swings out to his left, but the flank is on from Steel as well. And look at that, pick up 2 right on that flank, and now Paulie falls to Fallen. Nicely done by Keydstars. A great read allows him to take back that second round. That's brutal for mouseSpaz.
That was well done. That's, I mean, that's one way to win the duel. Get the flash, couldn't find the kill. He'll just do it for you. So, it brings it back, and Keydstars on that TK. Unfortunate, and then they hold the site. That was, I mean, the rotation there was the big thing for me. I don't know how they got that read. You're right, maybe Steel did hear them pushing up to water, because you would think him pushing up saying, I don't see anyone, and them not necessarily having a full read on whether they'd rotated off B, that they wouldn't call for that rotation, but that worked out perfectly.
I think they also... here comes some action. Fur's going to be under fire. He gets taken out really quickly. That's going to force ZQK to fall back immediately.
And back he goes, Fallen, coming out from the bank. We'll see how wealthy that SMG can make him.
While they're stuck behind the smoke, I wanted to say I think maybe that with the amount of space between in bathroom, with how long it takes to encroach on that A bomb site, I think they noticed with the timing that it was more than likely they fell back and they just gambled it on the second round. Just a great gamble.
Well, the smoke is still there. Like you said, they're behind it. I think CQK spotted them coming in. He does. Pops back out with the AK, but it's Fallen with the SMG, who will find the first, make it the second. That's 1,200. So the banker sitting on the stairs, he's going to try and add to that total. Molotov off. The bomb does go down for mouseSpaz, but things are looking good for Keatstars right now. In fact, Fruit's going to be found, and Fallen's doing a whole bunch of damage. He's up to 4. And Bolt's with the other SMG, so 5 SMG kills. Ka-ching, ka-ching right now for Keatstars.
Yeah, that got a little bit scary, though. I mean, they did lose 2 players. That's going to force some rebuys. They salvaged the AK, but pretty good eco around there from mouseSpaz. 2 kills and a plant.
Yeah, I mean, plant is important. But again, I mean, mouseSpaz, we talked about needing every game. They need every round to get every game is the problem in their situation. So getting eco'd is still hugely problematic for them. They will bring out the AKs again, this time on the back of that plant, like you said.
And it's double up setup. Right off the bat from Keatstars, a heavy investment into this round.
And CQK is going to get super forward with his, at least toward the bathroom. But Fur's, okay, so he actually changes his mind. It looked like he was going to go into the connection itself, but Fur's already there. So he'll let Fur make the initial call. He'll fall back. And he's actually, I think, put himself up on top of the flower pot. Yeah, he has. That's cool. So he actually ran past it, got on the bench, used the air jump, and there it is. That position pays off as Zek has no idea that angle even was going to be the case. So down he goes. Steel jumping up over top of the wall, looking toward construction right now. He hasn't spotted any. Pauly and Imsta are working into that door, and there's a hole in that door. There's a hole in my bucket, dear Liza, and we'll see if that hole will rip out and catch off Keatstars, because if they spot it up, Steel, he's actually in a super spammable position. That's the one thing with that jump spot. It is really well used, but it's such a vulnerable position if you're spotted there.
Well, now Fur's stuck here in the bathrooms, Fallen. He does find one pick, one coming outdoors, but Fur's got to do some work. They're in bathrooms. He does spray one down. He's got to be careful behind him. Actually, that player rotated around, so he's not there to pinch Fur. That's going to give him an easy avenue to escape.
We'll see if this pays off. Fur's still getting aggressive. Imp's demise, not really a lot of room to work inside mid. As they slowly push up in front of the bathrooms, Fallen's going to pop out. Try and get this angle on them, but the flash is going to hold them in position so they won't actually be exposed at the time. But it won't matter. Fallen still finds demise. The ops are making a lot of impact right now as he switches over. In fact, he got taken down. So did Steel. Imsta made a good case there at the end of it, and Fur pops out and flanks him. But both of those ops got dropped, and they don't get a chance to recover either of them.
Yeah, that's actually pretty crucial. So nicely done there at the end by mouseSpaz, but ZQK does buy one up, or get dropped one, so he's going to have one anyways. 3-1, and just too many, a bunch of early kills go the way of Keatstars, and really that's that battle at bathroom that I talk about. It's got to be efficient trades if you're going to take that over, and mouseSpaz never even with getting some traded kills, they weren't able to really make any progress up towards that A site or towards bathroom. Now it's going to be Fur in playground. He does find one. He's getting swarmed from behind. He's in trouble. He's going to spray down one more. Not going to get anything else.
Shots coming out, though. ZQK, there it is. He gets the op working, but Fruit comes around the corner. P250 up close. Traded by Steel. Good support play working in tandem right now on Keatstars. And his demise, 1-on-3. He has an AK. He has a bomb. He has no armor. He has no nades. How much can he do? That's the question. Fallen's going to fall all the way back inside the site. Bolts is going to come over and actually... Okay, I take that back. Lovely overlay, similar to Nuke. I thought he was inside the stairwell, but he's actually below in the window at B.
It's tricky. Joke's on you.
Thanks, Moses.
Here's the thing. These eco rounds, even with 2 kills here, they're keeping the economy low because Keatstars is investing a lot into the AWP. So the economy for Keatstars, despite winning 3 straight, maybe even 4, and it is going to be 4, it's really not that strong behind these. They're going to have to rebuy 2 more or even drop some. So mouseSpaz putting themselves in good position to win 1 and break the economy immediately.
I mean, this is pretty big that the economy can stay low because mouseSpaz, again, they got the pistol, but they lost on that eco. Even if they can break it and get 1 more, get up to 3. I mean, this is the thing. 5 rounds, we said, is what they've been getting on every T side all year. You'd think on Overpass against some teams that's enough, but it's Keatstars. It's almost like, hey, you're on Overpass. This could favor you. Just kidding. you're getting the most, like, punishing opponent on the map.
I don't know who might have taken it from who, but Keatstars just did the same kind of push that Cloud9 did against Nihilum last night. That was so effective with one pushing up towards A, coming down the stairs, and a pop flash towards short sewers. And he springs out the door to eliminate that. They just did that push. It was very, very well done. They don't find anyone with it. And there's Fruit taking out Fallen.
And Steel's unspotted as he waits in the corner. So he gets Fruit. The second player that was above Pauly, who would have been in a position to trade, gets caught by Bolt, so that didn't work out at all. And that gives the man advantage now back to Keatstars, who are going to take advantage even further. They'll find Demise inside the monster, and Zek realizes he's got Fur on the flank, does at least take him down, but it leaves him in a 1-on-3. And this time it's an AK, no bomb, but he does have armor and nades. Bomb's behind him, so he'll pick that up. At this point, at the very least, work for a plant, but he's got 3 players from Keatstars on the B site. He's got 30 seconds. If he wants to go to A, he has to go now because that's a really long rotation. In fact, he would have to go through water, I think, at this point. So Steel would cut him off, and that means he has to go in. And as he does, Bolts waits, and that's a hat trick for him.
Yeah, really, really good round by Bolts, playing so mobile on the defense. You know, in that B bomb site, right between Monster and the short entrance, the catwalk, I guess you could call it, by the sandbags. And you know, as soon as one player goes down by door, he swings over to bail Steel out. So they do a great job of trading and getting multiple kills, multiple defenders at the point of attack, and that's crucial here for the defense.
Wow, actually, Rotoderp's yelling at me right now. Their stats guy. It's 5 T-wins out of in 3 of 11 maps, so it's actually not 5 total. That's crazy. So the chance I thought they may have had a race against Keatstars is actually worse than I initially believed. I misread that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, they just had a tough half, but now pushing long. Demise gets the first kill, and he finds ZQK as well. Finally controls the spray. Great opportunity here for mouseSpaz. They eliminate 2 defenders. It's a 5-on-3, and they're going to start putting pressure on the A bomb site, but Keatstars is already rotating over. Fallen's caught out. He's going to throw out a molly to give himself some space to work with, and he gets the dink out of Fruit.
And Steel's waiting on the side where the truck is a little bit exposed, but with no smoke in front of him. And that crossfire setup, he does find Zek. He'll find Demise. That's 2 now. Switching to the pistol, trying to find more on the entry. It does bring it back to a 2-on-2. Actually puts us back. He only had 3 bullets left in that magazine. He uses 2 of them effectively to take down Pauly before Imsta responds. And now it's a 1-on-1. Imsta, low HP. Bolt's not able to hit the shot. Bombs dropped on the inside of Optimus Prime. And Zek's going to have to transform into a hero. Excuse me, Imsta. And it's going to be Bolts to take him down. And I'm afraid this banana is going to be eaten because your boy ZQK's only got two frags right now.
It's okay. It's a team game. It's a team game. And let's not forget that round from Steel there in the A bomb site. Unbelievable play for him, getting 3 kills there under so much pressure, and basically a 4-on-1. He gets 3. He holds off that attack for so long. The trade for mouseSpaz didn't come in nearly quick enough. That gives the rotations time. Fantastic individual hold.
Individual plays go a long way, specifically when you're fighting your way back into a round that time. And Fallen blinded, still blinded, not falling away, full body exposed, doesn't use the ramp to his advantage, but somehow not taken out. Pauly finally gets him. That's only their 2nd kill on that entry, Tech 9 rush, and Pauly's now at a 1-on-3, the anti-eco. Could have been really scary right there. They were able to find that kill a little bit sooner on the way through. Pauly, though, he's going to make this interesting. Gets it back to a 1-on-1, but little knowledge that Steel was flanking around from Monster, so he catches him in the back, but that's massive investment taken away from the hands. You mentioned it, that if they could get a win, they would break the economy. Well, they're keeping that true because that's another good round.
That's the good thing that they have going for them. Perhaps the only good thing is this economy for Keatstars is so low. They just need to get over that hump and win one of these rounds. I mean, last gun round was perfect for it. They had everything. It was a 5-on-3, putting pressure on the A bomb site, not able to win it. But I mean, any round here, if they pick it up, you have Fallen on a shotgun despite winning 6-7 straight.
Fur pushed up again, so they've got 2 aggressive toward mid. Fur inside the bathroom's Fallen in the corner outside of the doorway. That cove of a corner. And this time they do spam through that plywood section. It does take a little bit of damage into Steel. He's down to 63. He'll lob an aid. That'll catch a bit on Fruit. But he's got to go completely passive. And now we're going to see, this is one of the best executions we've seen from mouseSpaz because the fire's going to burn Bolts. Pauly's going to drop Fallen, and those smokes cover off exactly where the inside site players have to be, and that means they have to play super passive. Fur manages to get a few on the flank, though. That brings it back to 3-on-3. Now Fruit's going to find Steel. And this does allow the bomb to go down, but the smokes have dissipated. And that means going for post plant. They're exposed, but ZQK bails himself out with the deagle. Misses that first shot. Now it's Fur to find Fruit. And they can't do anything at all to control the post plant. If they could have got that bomb down a little sooner, that smoke would have given them the positions. But that entry was a lot better from mouseSpaz. And it may not be done yet. That's actually huge. Now that Demise brings this back to a one-on-one with the bomb ticket, he actually has a chance here. ZQK has to go for this fake. No kit with right now with this op. Misses the shot as well. Second time he's missed with the op in the round. And Demise makes him pay, so it works. It ends up paying off. It does get a little bit close for comfort, but it's going to be 7-3. Yeah, and I think, did he lose he did lose the gun. He did actually die. We switched cameras, but my screen shaked. He died at the end of that round, so Demise lost his AK.
Yeah, he did. He doesn't have one. He's got to rebuy one. That's kind of unfortunate. But, I mean, luckily that was the round they finally needed to break that economy. They kept it low for so long, and now you look, Keatstars, after winning 7 rounds straight on an eco around here, going to set up some nice pop flashes to catch a couple players off guard.
For God. Zakuka downstairs. I attempted it, Moses. Get ready for our Twitters to blow up.
I heard that. You're about to get yelled at.
It's okay. I haven't called Impasta yet. If Impasta and Zakuka get mixed up, would it be like a cucumber salad?
Oh, jeez. Here we go. Here we go.
And Twitter rip. Demise, he's looking. He's peeking with the AK, interestingly enough, to get information. Fallen doing the exact same jump tactic, on the plywood spot. But it's going to be ZQK to get the first kill. Paulie goes down. Imps does smart play, though. He does trade them off, so maybe it's going to be him that comes to the occasion of getting those trade kills we talked about. Now Bolts, though, has to use the deagle. Success finds Demise as he falls back into safety. Smoke's going to cover him off. Flash didn't let him peek out before it to catch the thrower. And that means it's going to be 3 versus 3. He does have low HP and Pasta right in front of him, and there he goes. Fruit. He will get caught and calls back. Zek gets the final kill, and mouseSpaz 2 in a row. That resets money bonus and also gives them the win. This is promising.
God, Seal was on such a perfect flank there. He played it so perfectly, got a little antsy. He thought he was spotted when a player turned around from a flashbang, and he just let loose a little bit early, and unfortunately couldn't find a kill. Gets traded off, but that could have been a massive impact. And one more trade for one more save, for Keatstars. So this is going to give mouseSpaz potentially a 4th round. That's just such a great job in those 7 rounds, despite not winning them, keeping that economy low, giving themselves a chance here. But they did lose an eco round earlier, and they were pretty close to losing that one, if I do say so. And now it's going to be a full B play. They've got to be very careful. Bolts with that deagle. What can he do?
Demise does find Steel. Paulie shifting deep inside the site before Keatstars could do anything to slow them down. He gets the kill on the opposing side of the bomb spot. And now he's going to push forward and cover off the doorway. I think, yeah, he's going to go right behind the door. This is such a powerful spot and often gets overlooked. But Keatstars aren't even going to go for this. They're just going to hold on to the pistols they've invested in because they do have a P250, a deagle, and a 5.7 plus armor on Fur. That although small in investments are definitely worth it if they want to build back into this game. They can't give too much away to mouseSpaz because they've been capitalizing on the frags, that's for sure. So another round, like you said, mouseSpaz 7-4, decent comeback. They did win pistol, the eco, and the ensuing 7 rounds went against them. It's like recovery mode on the half.
Yeah, and a smart, disciplined fallback away from the bomb site from mouseSpaz, all going together back towards T-spawn because, like you said, Fur and ZQK saving the deagle and the pistol and the armor, they were ready for anyone to come that way to salvage a gun into the next round, but it doesn't matter. They saved twice. They had a pretty strong economy. They only have 1 kit. That's on Fur, but they do pick that double op setup back again, so they're putting a lot of emphasis on having 2 ops on this defense.
Yeah, it's huge investment. In fact, the first round they brought it out, they lost both the ops. They had to recover it with rifles. We'll see if it can work. If they did get 2 on a round after, they did get 2 picks with them. Fallen super aggressive with his, finds the first, but Paulie's up close, no idea he's there, so that's traded, and that allows the entry. Again, Steel's going to be overwhelmed, or is he? He finds Paulie, that could have been bad.
That's the bomb.
Imp still, why does he jump over when he's in position to plant? Bomb down in the water, huge recovery now for mouseSpaz. Zex and Demise do get kills, but they have to go around, grab the bomb, walk back up, and that's 5 seconds gone from a potential plant. In fact, more than that if Imps just went for it originally. It is 2-on-2, rotations already come in, that's the other aspect of taking that much time. ZQK will join right now onto Fur. And Zek's trapped. He's stuck on the site. Demise has to be in a position to bail him out as Fur. He'll rotate down, covering every single angle. All the corners in the way in the water. And ZQK showed up. It's Zek to go down, and now it is on Demise. This timing could have really cost mouseSpaz a lot right now, and he gets the first kill, but they're holding hands, and unfortunately, Fur responds right away in mouseSpaz's perspective, so it'll be a defuse, and it'll be 8-4 now.
Oh, yeah, that bomb jumping in. I mean, I understand you need the trade, but unfortunately with the bomb, it gave all the time in the world for those rotations to come over. And like you said, stuck in the bomb site, that's because it took them so long to get the bomb planted. So you can't really call it a mistake because he got the trade, and they did need to eliminate that player, but it was just unfortunate that the bomb carrier was the next one up in line to go for it. Fortunately for mouseSpaz as well, you know, I talked up ZQK in the beginning. He's not landing his op shots tonight, looking a little bit shaky. Said he was going to go nuts. He's only got 5 kills, but it is 8-4. Now Fur's got a lot of information, pushes up, takes a peek, and he sees them coming, so ZQK is going to get some action here over towards long. And he nails it.
Well, he's making up for lost ground now. Maybe I won't chomp into this banana too soon. Zex is the one that dropped. Zek, excuse me. I always pluralize his name.
You do.
Nice if he could split like Meepo and have more players on the map.
You have a really nice Dota reference. You have a really, really tough time with names on this mouseSpaz team.
Shh, it's okay, Moses. Nobody needs to know.
Quiet down, sweet prince.
Now everyone knows your nickname for me. This just got awkward. Interesting stack right now inside a site. This boost is common, but having a third player there for ZQK, who's being really dynamic, covering off both angles, might actually let it get overlooked. He found Imsta right away. Furgod's now going to find Fruit, so they know the boost exists. They have to know there's 3 players there, but unfortunately it's only Pauly left, and he can't really do anything. So Keystars are back into it with 2 straight rounds, and last one of the half coming up, or excuse me, I can't do math. There's 2 left. All right, well, names, math, pretty much everything that applies to being a caster, I'm failing right now.
Listen, ZQK, as soon as we say his name about a little bit of an underperformance, not hitting those shots, he gets three nice shots, so gives him an easy 2 or a 5-on-2 situation. And that's just something that mouseSpaz isn't going to recover from this time. They're going back to that quick B rush. They've had some success with these powerful B hits, but a Molotov is actually going to drop. It bounces around at pinballs, and there goes Pauly, eliminated immediately, and the rest of them are just burning. This is going to be an easy mop-up for Keystars, so the defense at B holds strong.
Yeah, really well done. Have to say that was well executed. It doesn't even so much matter that the economy would have been broken for them, because they still would have been able to force out. It is the last round this time. I have not failed. The round 15 is at the top of the board. I don't even need to count. And it's going to be 5 AKs in response from mouseSpaz. They've been playing really heavy on the B side. That's where most of their success has actually come, interestingly enough, because I thought in the updates to the map, I know that's been a while now, but I would have thought A was going to be a lot viable, and for some teams it has, but overall B is still looking like most people's favorite.
Yeah, at least in North America for sure, and Imsta does get that opening kill, excuse me.
You're excused. He does find steal, but the problem is he gets caught, Bolts gets caught coming back. And now that gives them a 2-man advantage. Fur goes aggressive. mouseSpaz, they're just catching Keystars off right now. This almost looks like a bit of overconfidence right now, as the aggression is not paying off at all. Finally, ZQK gets 1, can't even get a second. Pauly's down below in the stairwell, already waiting for his arrival. And now it's just Fallen left, and he's going to do exactly what his name suggests. As Imsta, he'll drop him. That's going to make it 10-5. So mouseSpaz, bit of a recovery. They will pick up 5 total rounds, but now we're going to see Keystars T-side, and that's always fun to watch. If my game didn't crash.
It really is. Mine did as well, don't worry. Yeah, they're fantastic on T-side, and that round was actually really nice for mouseSpaz. As opposed to earlier, they had a round where they got the first 2 picks over towards long, and I mean, that just kind of sucked them into this immediate A hit. I mean, they find those kills, they had so much ground to gain, and with a minute left in the round, they pretty much committed themselves to A, and Steel was able to come up with a monster hold. That time, they get those picks, and they don't immediately find a bomb site, they just exploit the rotations, and you know, it wasn't necessarily overconfidence, but it was just an aggressive strategy from Keystars, and once one player went down, Keystars was just so far spread out, mouseSpaz was able to pick them off 1 by 1. It was nicely done, but this is the round we said, I mean, this is the half that they have to be really, really worried about. Keystars known in North America for their terror side execution, and this is going to be scary for mouseSpaz.
Yeah, I mean, scary's a pretty good word for it. I mean, this is scary for any team, really. When you're up against a team with this much coordination, Zek's going to be the one that encounters them first, as now he realizes that, doesn't take any damage, gets the read, falls back through the bathroom.
That's something Keystars is good at on this map. I noticed it in some of their other matches. I mean, even though they don't get a kill and they don't lose anyone as well, but they've pushed the defense back into the A site. They've given themselves so much map control. Not a whole lot of information being gathered here from mouseSpaz. They don't have a good read on this. There's only 2 players over in that B site.
And Demise is at Toxic, behind the barrels. Bit of an angle to spot, but not if they hide him behind the sandbags, which is what Bolts does on the early entrance. So that allows Fur to get a little bit further up. He jumps over. Spider-Man's into the water. ZQK is going to find Paulie. Demise drops. They each got a kill before that, so it's an even trade. That allows the bomb to get in position. mouseSpaz have to play for this retake. And the shots rain over top. Down into the far corner where Steel is playing, but he pops out and gets the better of Zek. Fruit evens it back up, but look at Impsta. He's only got 1 HP. It's pretty desperate right now for him as he slides down the wall into the water. Prohibiting damage, and he only needs the 1 HP. He actually finds Fallen and switching to Burst Fire and back again. Steel gets one and then the other and closes out the round. Keystars get the pistol. It's now 11.
Yeah, and that Burst Fire actually almost failed him against that 1 HP player. It took him 2 bursts, but making it look fancy and switches back to single fire. Gets a nice headshot, so a good hold by Keystars and almost a nice retake by mouseSpaz. I don't think the scoreline of this match really suggests... I mean, we talked about a lot of the struggles that mouseSpaz has had, but they're finding kills and they're putting themselves in position to win some of these rounds. They're just not coming out with them at the end.
And this is super aggressive from mouseSpaz. Single file, boys, down the stairs.
Right into this Galil.
Well, we'll see if the Galil can get the kill, because right now it's Demise that overwhelms him. And he barely did. He, in fact, did no damage. So light a candle for Fur, who was unable to do anything, but this Galil might. Bolts. He comes back in from the stairwell, makes sure Fruit can't get back out of it, so that traps them down. Now the question is, do they rotate back in time, knowing they can't go back through mid? They do. We have Demise, Imsta, Zek already back at A through B, and Keystars actually read this perfectly because they know that's probably going to be the case, where they isolate one player in the stairwell. The problem is they still had Paulie to kill, and mouseSpaz can respond to that. So they can still split this up accordingly, but they're going to have to hold these pistols brilliantly against these rifles. And then they come. Fallen leads the way with the MP7. Doesn't even matter the distance. He's got so many shots in Demise before he gets any response. And ZQK pushing forward on the catwalk. Zek drops. Impsta, the only one left. And he's trapped from all sides. ZQK gets him down, and now it's going to be another round for Keystars. And still no guns going to come out of the CT side, so they could be up to 13 quite comfortably right now.
Yeah, nicely done from Keystars there, despite losing the first guy to that push in the stairwell. They slow things down. They slow it down. They let the stack kind of fade away. They let mouseSpaz spread out a little bit more. And then they go find an equalizer, and then they have over a minute to work with. So I mean, they really just did a great job sticking together and exploiting the weaknesses in that stack. And we have another one as well. They're going to push all the way up towards Fountain. ZQK spots it out from long range, though. So Keystars is going to have the opportunity for a great response, and it's Bolts with 2, Fallen with 1 as well. It just gets blown up. 2 kills for mouseSpaz there, but Keystars playing it smart, playing it far back, and not risking any more than they had to.
Well, the struggle's a bit over, at least. It's still going to be a struggle to come back, but they'll have the weapons to do it with now. And Zek's going to go for the op. You said he had to come up big with it tonight. You said he had to be the player that would lead mouseSpaz with it. We'll see if he can. He's going to have ZQK going against him. And it's really aggressive. Zek and Fruit had really forward spawns, so they're already at the stairs in mid. And Keystars aren't even out toward Park yet. They could have pushed all the way around the corner there for free. But instead they lock themselves into the stairwell. At least Fruit does. He goes outside, Squeaky checks water. That leaves Zex the only one on the A side of the map. So mouseSpaz have stacked up B really early. They're relying on Zex to get the call and then a really fast rotation. But they're going to have to be in position to do that because right now they're pushing water. Demise is at sandbags. Imps does all the way down at Monster. Paulie gets the first kill, so that does at least pay itself off. But Zek has to go passive because there wasn't even anyone on catwalk. Finally, they're falling back.
Yeah, that's a lot of confidence in Zek to hold off any kind of attack. Luckily, Keystars doesn't apply too much pressure. They do take that sewers very, very slowly and cautiously. Oh, Zek, what a shot through the wall. Or ZQK, excuse me.
It was Zek on the receiving end, rather.
Yeah.
Unfortunate situation to be in.
That is unreal. Nicely done by ZQK. What an impressive shot.
Well, you said he'd make a frag movie on the map. You didn't say it needed to be a bunch of kills. Maybe it's just the one.
It's going to be a quick frag movie.
Yeah, well, Impsta at least brings it back down to a 3-on-3. Paulie's in water. He's going to get through Squeaky. This could trap them in. As the flank comes through, Imsta, he's still holding though with this op. He finds Fallen, there's no smokes on him. It comes out just a little bit too late, but now it's in position. Bolts can actually get this plant on without an entry, but not with Paulie behind him. He at least gets Fur to bail him out, and Fur's got to do the job to just buy him some more space, keep them off his friend as they gets that bomb planted. And the Molotov out on Optimus Prime, that'll disallow the peek, and in fact, Bolts gets aggressive. I thought he would just fall using that Molotov to prohibit them from peeking him in return. Instead, the fire comes back on him, but he at least gets a kill, so it's down to one-on-one. Imsta versus Fur. Fur playing super passive, knows where the bomb's planted, knows all that he has to do is bait out the CT player. So far, he knows he's already checked it, realizing that the first one was a fake as he goes for the peek, but he gets caught anyway. And Imsta, no kid, I don't think he's got time on this. He definitely does not. This round is going to go to Keed Stars. It's going to be 14-5.
I think he's
Have I spoken too soon? No, he gets
Why'd he
off
get
it.
off? Oh,
I think that actually would have
it.
been close. Yeah, you're right. In that position, you're not going to save the gun anyway, so you might as well YOLO it.
Yeah, that was actually really nicely played, that one-on-one, because he made a presence over towards Long, like he said when he was covering his planner, making those shots. The call was out that he was long, and you even saw the mouseSpaz player looking that direction when he faked the fuse, but Fur, I believe that was, rotated all the way around through bathrooms, and he gets to that position up towards the main opening. And that was actually kind of frightening. He actually peeked that. He peeked it, and he knew that he wasn't on the bomb, and he peeked it anyways and committed and got taken out. If he had a kit on that fourth round, unfortunately, that would have been a great win for mouseSpaz.
Zach pops out from Squeaky. Already spotted, already damaged, but gets the kill. It's ZQK to go down and push through, pick up the rifle as well. Bolt, he puts out the Molotov and completely annihilates Zach. To the assist of ZQK on both of those kills is now Demise in the one on three. And only the P250 is going to get flashed. Bomb ticking. How much can he really do here? What exits can he find? Keat Stars, they're trying to go for this scouting position by jumping, but they haven't spotted him in the corner. It doesn't matter. Bolts gets the kill, and that's going to make us match point already. And again, we talked about it. It's Keat Stars' T side so far undefeated. 5 straight rounds, and they are so good on it.
Yeah, they really are. Now we're going to have a good full buy out of mouseSpaz, so maybe a chance to make a stand and rattle off a few rounds. But 10 match points for Keed Stars, that's just giving up too much to the Brazilians. They're going to take that to the bank and just run away with it.
Run.
And once again, it's Zach, the only one. I mean, his teammate, Fruit, he bounced down towards stairs, so Zach was going to be the only one there.
It is a weird play. It puts a lot of pressure on Zach to get a really early read and specifically not die in that position. So Fruit comes back up the stairwell. I mean, I can see that kind of play working if Zek can find that kill, or if they go B, then they're in a great spot on mouseSpaz's side. But the problem is it really leaves A vulnerable. Demise has come over to compensate for that. Imsta's going to get passive and inside the stairwell. He may go for the full rotation, but Paulie will get in a position where he's at least able to support inside B.
He got TK down to 16 by his teammate. A little bit of miscommunication. He was pushing through sewer and just got blasted in the side of the head.
Well, this smoke, they haven't spotted anyone. Now Fallen works through it. Slowly pushes and crouch and takes down Demise, and he's going to go beyond the bomb spot. Beyond default. He'll cover off the stairs at bank. That means not only will they smoke off the site with ease. Actually, he comes back because he's going to have to be the one to plant it, but they'll be able to hold the rotators out of position before they even get there. And Imsta, he gets Fur, but that's the only kill they get. And Keed Stars, they'll wrap it up. Another big victory for them. 16-5.